It's time to write a poem.
Oh,
Pick
boy.
words that you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen to whoever likes your poem the most. Okay, so it looks like we got Natsuki, Sayori, and Yuri. So we got Empty Kitty, Tragedy, Essence, Anger, Socks? Sensation, Flee, Misery, Atone.
You said you wanted...
Yuri?
Yuri, right?
Let's see, let's try... The Essence of Philosophy is extreme in the universe that's spinning. Oh, that's it. Disaster of the summer. Oh, daydream. Oh,
Crying? I don't know.
After image.
Oh, there you go.
Adventure. Tenacious. Email. Infinite grief. Anime.
Wait, why did I react to Sayori?
Of anime. What?
What?
Grief?
Why did
Grief Sayori?
Grief of Sayori?
That's kind of weird.
That's weird.
In the suicide.
There you go.
Oh, she really likes suicide for some reason.
Oh.
In
no.
suicide in
No.
in a nightgown that was amazing and secretive. Boop.
I just realized. I just realized something.
Can we write that down? Just put a text file of that poem we were writing just on the screen. That was beautiful. Wait, what did you realize?
I think if we didn't go with Yuri, if the fucked up things that they warned us about in the beginning were to happen, I think she might be killing herself.
Or well, yeah, like if we love one girl a lot, will the other girls just get like really crazy?
Go insane?
Maybe. That'd be interesting.
That would definitely change the tide of this game.
Hi again, Javid. Glad to see that you didn't run away from us. Ha 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 ha.
Oh god.
Ha ha.
Oh, okay.
Ha. Hides the whip. Nah, don't.
Hides a black bag.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange, for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the fucking boring as shit club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is ready to hang it out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Javid. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
You wanna go?
You wanna fucking pull that knife? You wanna fucking go?
You wanna go at me, bitch? Sayori told
Come
me...
at me, I'm ripped.
Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you could have just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps their manga collection in the classroom. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature! Shit.
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Javid always gives its best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without even me asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room, cleaning my bong.
Hiding the bodies.
Hiding the bodies, snoring, and sometimes even passing out the coke.
How dependable. My boyfriend's never passed the coke out. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy that it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Oh, for God's sakes. Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
Oh. How come? You and Javid are doing good friends too.
Sayori!
Hmm?
As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she has put me into.
Oh! Yuri even brought you something today, you know.
Oh, wait, Sayori. But, me? No, the fucking other Javid that's in the corner over there. It's a very common name in Japan.
Apparently.
Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Oh, so shy. Kawaii! Sayori made it sound like a big deal, and it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking.
I never do that.
I never think.
I guess that beats us up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I don't fucking give a shit. So, you know, it's a pleasant surprise. And it'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah! Don't fucking make it a big deal or whatever. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a bong book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked up a book that I thought you might enjoy.
Pride and Prejudice.
Cat in the Hat. That was good. I want to pick something that's more your reading level. Because you're a fucking little child. It's a short read. I mean, it's only like, what, 3 pages? What?
It's Hop on Pop.
Hop on Pop.
I didn't like the way they hopped on Pop.
Oh, man. So it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it and stuff if you want. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically ripped the pages out of the book to form a weed. One weed for me. That's not what I meant to say, but just a weed. How to tell when someone has clearly never smoked weed? Step 1. They refer to it as a weed.
That's how you can tell if they're a narc or not.
Yo, hey, buddy, you got a weed I can have?
Hey, you got a weed I can join you on?
Oh man, I'm a fellow weeder myself.
Oh boy.
I could use a weed if you have an extra weed for me.
I'm ready to get up there now.
Oh man, let's go hang out with Mary Jane in the smoke zone.
Damn. Wait
Damn,
wait a minute. Are you a narc too? Yeah.
I gotta be honest, I don't know where this leads us. I enthusiastically take to the book. Phew. Well, you can read at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more. Okay, so I guess this is where the poem affects it. Okay. Because it was like it had like a screen wipe, and he's like, I want to hang out with Yuri again more. Mm-hmm. So I guess our poem did attract Yuri more.
It might have.
But at the same time, I feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. Karl Marx! Oh man, I was a fan of his work too. How did you know?
It's like the same book. It's the exact same book.
It's a cookbook! It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages.
I love cookbooks.
I like this music change. Anyway.
Puppet job interest.
Was this Yuri's theme song or something?
Something like that.
Wait, crap. Oh, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and her eyes meet for a split second. But only that makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I blurted this sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, I probably would have noticed it was in the first place. But I was just rereading this a bit, so... That's a book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. That doesn't fucking sound like a crock of shit. There's something fairly obvious here that you're used to telling me. But I decided to let it go. Let it go. I can't fucking read anymore. Why am I... My character slowly turned to like Rick from Rick and Morty.
He's all gruff.
I'll definitely start reading it soon.
It's like he's like the
I'm
more
going through puberty.
no, you're like progressing through the stages of being a smoker.
Yeah. That's all those weeds that I'm smoking.
All those marijuanas.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. The book cover's made of glue. It's very hard to put back down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well,
Why don't you fucking read it?
it's about the history of communism. Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back.
She can't reach, can she?
The book is called Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking ice symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just want to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as it does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by some people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And where life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she always ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart. You know, a very relatable story. Oh yeah, I remember that time in middle school when I had moved in with my sister and we were hunted down by a human experiment group. It happens every day. What, like Tuesday?
Yeah, kind of like a Tuesday.
It's like a Tuesday for me. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Wait, is this game gonna get super dark?
I think it might.
Like, she keeps talking about horror. So I feel like if we go towards her, is it gonna get super fucked up?
Like, all depressing and suicidal and shit,
Maybe,
probably.
yeah, that's weird. Yuri makes it sound like it was going to be a nice story.
Which kind of makes you
So
wonder.
that dark turn came out of nowhere.
Which kind of makes you wonder, if we go the other routes, what would we end up getting?
I feel like this one line is foreshadowing. Yuri made this sound like it was going to be a nice story, but the dark turn came out of nowhere. So I feel like this game is going to be a really nice story, and then there's going to be a dark turn out of nowhere.
This is gonna suck, isn't it?
Ha 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 ha! Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Javid? No, it's not that. I mean, I could definitely enjoy these book kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot Yuri's into some fucked up shit. Like some real fucked up shit. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind is fucking weird.
Girl.
It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, it's not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, their own philosophy that they believe in.
Yeah, so does Bowser when he has the princess.
Then suddenly, you thought you related to the protagonist, and there may have to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans.
Star Wars.
I'm rambling, aren't I?
Star Wars, right?
Not again. I'm sorry. Don't apologize. I'm not like fucking looking at Monica's butt. I mean, what? I'm talking.
Yes, Joel's up. Yes, I'm paying attention.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, of course. Absolutely. You're
I
hot.
guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem.
Oh, jeez.
About killing people. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I can't forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. And at least I could do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it. You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you're looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, is it fine if I sit here? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Whoa, man, I'm fucking sitting next to other people. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem to be a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not like I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in the company of someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and take off my pants.
What's the Suki doing? What's everyone else doing here?
Suki's hiding in the closet somewhere. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read.
Ugh.
It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Ha 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 ha! Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, and then I hold my book between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri typically closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching.
Oh man, shoulders.
It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I'm turning into like Bill Cosby. I hold the book open. Wait. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Oh. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Oh man, look at that. That's us. That's our hand right there. That's the most we'll probably ever see of our character. That one hand.
Except for the head whenever we get game over.
All those papers.
Foreshadowing.
I thought the papers might say something in the background.
They do.
I did the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides under her thumb after it flips to her side. But holding like this, we're held even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face as she's closer in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Fuck yeah, I'm ready! To turn the page. Oh! Fucking, yeah, whatever, I guess so. I guess I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right?
Oh god, her glance changed.
Oh yeah, a little bit, yeah, she got a little happy, little smile. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. I'm used to working with the mentally challenged. What the fuck you said to me? It's probably the least I could do, since you've been so patient with me. Don't worry, they don't have that in Japan, it's fine. Yeah. Thanks. Fucking thanks for that. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me. So I turn it on my own volition. We continue reading the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb just gently letting go of the page, letting it float over. She catches it in her thumb.
You okay there?
Hey Yuri, this is a silly thought, but...
Whoa, slow down. Slow down, just take it slow.
This might be a silly thought, but... you want to fuck? You want some fuck? The main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of her things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see you, I can see in your head or anything, but it's kind of reminiscent to some of your mannerisms. Mannerisms. I see. Hey, I'm fucking illiterate. Don't judge me. I don't know big words.
Why do you think I'm here at the literature club?
Why are they at the literature club? Why do you think I'm not here at the fucking ham club to eat ham? Yuri remained silent for a moment. But Javid, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. So embarrassing you think that. Wait! I didn't mean it in a bad way. Sorry, I didn't know you're so self-conscious, that sort of thing. I guess I more meant it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone.
Oh fuck, where'd she come from?
Whee! She slides in on her roller skates.
She just wears rollerblades all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't see her feet, so you don't know what she's wearing. She's probably just strips roller skates all the time.
Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share each other poem with each other.
Took them now.
We might have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb!
Ow!
The book is 5 million pages and it crushes my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight.
Better get your bookmarks.
Or would you prefer I only read with you? I guess I would have a preference either way.
She doesn't care.
In that case, I'll read a little bit more. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit. That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters on your own time.
Oh, for God's sakes. 2
All
chapters?
Right. I stand up, hiding my massive erection. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, and then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I didn't write a poem. I'm sorry.
My relaxation ends.
And then...
My boner is killed.
My boner is dead.
I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can wait. I can't wait.
No, she's like, I can wait.
I can wait. No, I can't wait.
Kiss her watch. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's wrinkled sheet of loose leaf paper torn from a spiral notebook. Fucking inconsiderate. On the other hand, Monica's written hers in a composition notebook. She knows how to poem. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reach into their bags. I do the same myself. Oh. Who should we share our poem with first?
Well, let's see.
We were just with Yuri, so I feel like we're gonna be too needy if we go right for Yuri.
So then how about Sayori?
Let's do Sayori, yeah.
Get her out of the way.
I'm definitely the most confident sharing it with Sayori first. Oh, that makes sense. She's my best friend after all.
This is a good poem, David. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course! It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time?
I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm sitting in front of you in the classroom. Well, of course. Well, I'm not really into it yet. But that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, David.
It's fucking all like music.
Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know?
Oh, I didn't do that. I'm like, I'm waiting to do it.
Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori feels the full a picture of her motive here. Just interrupts his own thought with it. Then again, where's this music coming from? It sounds like a little kid playing like a flute for the first time. Like, listen to it real quick. Oh, of course I didn't do it that time. I can't deny that she's a part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Does it sound like a...
It sounds like someone...
Like a MIDI, like a really shitty MIDI sample?
Like a MIDI sample or someone's ringtone going off while... Oh, fuck, who's calling my phone? Oh, man, who's calling my phone? My damn horn went off.
Yeah, that's so like...
It's like, pick up your phone, man.
It's so weird. Oh, yeah.
And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm gonna hold it to you then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
Well, we'll see about that. Oh, clear outside poem ready too. Dears, you want to read it since it's Sayori's poem?
Alright.
Okay.
Dear sunshine, The way you glow through my blinds in the morning.
Wow, your monologue sounds really deep there.
It makes me feel like you've missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you testing me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
You notice that changes the music a little bit?
Just a little, yeah.
Like it adds extra little chords and stuff in the background while reading our poem. Alright, click outside the poem. And now it goes back normal. Sayori, this poem fucking sucks. It was just a guess, but...
Are you hungry?
Did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still try my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially the last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no problem in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
That was so much fun. Monica is the best.
Yeah.
But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I'll look forward to it.
You better.
Alright. Let's talk to the Atsuki.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me.
Princess.
It's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically,
it's not cute enough for your taste.
do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
It's the fucking music now.
So childish and dopey. Here.
Alright, read her dank poem.
Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap.
Yep.
Horses can race. Owls can seek.
I guess they do.
Cheetahs can run.
Yeah, they definitely do.
Eagles can fly.
Yep.
People can try.
They do.
But that's about it.
Oh.
The Eagles can fly was like...
I love this fucking music.
I try to write a poem, okay?
Yeah.
And then everything goes right normal.
Yeah, I told her that I weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice things about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess you went more into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that part from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I really don't fucking give a shit. But if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, I guess now let's talk to Yuri. Well, I'm like, oh yeah, let's talk to the other girls first, and then BAM! You fucking love our poem! Anyway, as Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Laser beams shoot out of her eyes. Exceptional! Yeah, like laser lights. Exceptional. Exceptional. What was that? Did I just say that loud? Yuri first covers her mouth and then ends up covering her whole face. She has a very small face. It's easy to cover.
2 fingers.
He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for?
You're always nervous.
Yuri takes a deep breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates that you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? I just fucking took a bunch of bullshit out of a thesaurus, but thanks, I guess. This is actually my first time, really. Huh. Yuri stares at me blankly and then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traced her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I've learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable things I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice. She rambles so much.
God, so much dialogue.
But it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things.
10 words or less, please.
Fucking make it a tweet, please.
Just put it on a tweet.
Yeah, just tweet at me some fucking advice, bro. I also hope that everyone else in this club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki could be a little biased, though. Biased? How?
What do you mean?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that.
Hey, you shouldn't.
Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, or me, or Natsuki, or the ground, or the sky, or to God. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Cool! Hearing you talk more is great. She smiles dreamingly as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which in itself is kind of funny. After all, this is supposed to be the Literator Club?
The literati.
Oh, listen to the way the music changes with her. That's I like that detail where it's the same music, but like the tone changes with each girl. That's kind of cute. God, her handwriting.
All right,
I can do it.
You want to try? Okay.
Ghosts under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air. I bathe, yeah. Calm, breathing air of the purest, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
So she stared at a streetlight while doing this one, huh?
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to... Does the game know I took a while to read it? That's kind of weird. I wonder if you said it normally. That's weird. Well, I just don't read script very often. I'd just call it cursive, but alright. I guess script could be a way to call it.
Script is a way to say it, I think.
I've always just called it cursive. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Yeah? Pretty fucking illegible, am I right, bro? There's another guy just runs the classroom, high fives and runs away. Thanks, bro. Where you going? You're the only other guy in this school.
I'm late for gym.
Late for gym. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it's very descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Oh, you got write longer ones?
Not at all. I usually fucking write War and Peace every poem, but okay.
Oh, jeez.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something that's a little more mild. Sometimes easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghost theory? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Javid. Really? I must have missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance it over after all. Wait, did I... Okay.
So now you read it too fast.
Yeah, right? Exactly.
Get your story straight,
But
seriously.
remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences into their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering at her last moments, remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the yawn. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know.
I like that sideways look she gives.
Oh yeah. I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Javid.
Javid.
Me too!
You too.
Sorry, Monica.
And finally, Monica.
Hi, Javid. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things that we can do better, I'm always listening. Always listening.
Says the cult leader.
Always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. Monica gets famously violent whenever you bring things up to her. It's much better just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha 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 ha. Don't worry, Javid. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that's a sort of barrier to learn to get past soon. Yeah, it's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job. I read it in 3 seconds.
It was only 6 words.
I was going...
Or 6 to 20 words.
I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical.
Euphorical.
I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, I always counts when I fucking give a shit. Ha ha ha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism? Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe her happiness and sadness.
Okay, so basically we lost Sayori, but gained Yuri.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think Sayori's still our friend, but this is who we're trying to bone.
Basically.
Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that more effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has had at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her power level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning to try new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel more comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that best suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
I think that's the idea, though. I'm dead.
Anyway, would you like to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
Is her tone just going to be just the word horse?
Well, one word, horse. Well, let's read it then. Hole in
I forgot.
wall.
Oh, God, there's a scroll bar.
Oh, isn't her music as well?
It's all classical.
It's super piano-y, yeah. I love when games do like little subtle music changes and stuff. Hole in wall. Okay. It couldn't have been me. See the direction that spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched by a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
What a perv.
What the fuck does that mean?
That means she was being watched while writing that.
So what do you think? It sounds like a glory hole. It's very freeform, if that's what you want to call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, my kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. Well, now what was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I've had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? An epiphany?
What's an elephany?
An epiphany? What the fuck does that mean? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day.
Here we go.
Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. It's actually kind of that's kind of good advice, actually.
Is she a robot?